Okay. In the last class, we discussed about requisition. Now, next is approval here. Once requisition creates, manager has to approve that. I'm creating a new requisition because I have not. I think we noted. Last time we canceled it, so anyway, it's not a problem. Your requisition is created and it's an incomplete requisition. We have to approve this. Once it is sent for approval, we cannot see anything in this same window. We cannot see. You go to summary and then search here, find it's approved. To see who has approved, you can go to, there is option here, action history. Okay. Now this information is stored into a table, that is record history is not available here like this. And as you know, second approach, yeah, system last query. You can see here PO requisition lines, which is joined with another table, that is this is the table. Okay, PO action history and object ID is the primary key here. Object type code is requisition. Overall, three tables we have to combine here. If I want to retrieve performed by, this is an employee, and after this 16461 is the requisition number, and this entire information is action history, and this is for all people F. Three tables here only we have to combine quickly. So first table is header table. Do you need this query? I will copy. The primary key of this table. Yes, requisition header ID. It is not available means spelling mistake. Yes. I shown you just before, that is object ID, correct? Object ID in the front end application also we have seen, correct? If we go to diagnostic system last query, now you can see clearly. Yeah. This is the primary key of this particular PO action history. Okay. And then employee ID is equivalent to person ID. So all are here only. You need to just observe. Segment one we can take. That's requisition number 16461. And I need to add another table, that is for all people have PAH dot employee ID. See, I should not use a join with this particular table because we are checking here action information. Who has performed action? Approved is an action, submit is an action. Okay. Of course, we can make a link with the requisition address all in case of preparer and all, but not in this case. PAH.employee ID dot person ID. Person ID is the primary key. If you are using this table, means always primary key is person ID only. Opposite column may be employee ID, preparer ID, person ID, like that. Based on the need, we have to take. This is a requisition number. Now action code. Action code is what it is. You can see there are various action codes: submitted, approved, yeah, cancelled. There are other statuses, forwarded, like that. This is the query. Okay. We require only approvers. Then we can put a condition saying that your action code is equivalent to approve. This is a requisition and its approver name. Okay. So this is the approval information query. Second step is over now. It will be there in the notes. I no need to copy. Once requisition is approved, we have to create a purchase order. Purchase order who will raise always here is buyer only. Buyer is the authorized person to raise the purchase order. Purchase order means you already decided to buy the goods from one specific supplier. So as of now, supplier we don't know. Okay. How we can create a PO is there are various ways. One is manual PO, another one is standard program, and one more is automatically. There is an auto create. Last time you have seen. Three methods we'll use. Okay. So first we'll see auto create for now. Take this requisition number. Now go to auto create. Okay, before going to auto create, one point we missed it here. If approval limit is used, then it will be forwarded to his manager. I'm just creating another requisition. So quantity is 25. Price is, now see here, use amount it is $2,75,000 is there. Preparer, they are the clerks or junior employees. They should not invest this much amount. So without the manager permissions, they should not raise a requisition. For this reason only, they kept a hierarchy here. That's called as a position hierarchy. I'll show you this method. Save this. Now, we click on view approval. Go to summary here. Find it is in process. The problem with this requisition, it is stuck with some managers like this. You have to take here this name and this keyword. Only one letter we have to take. C Brown is the username of this particular employee. And for this P Stock, okay, they have followed the naming conventions in the full name. So C Brown is the username here. They need to log in like this. In the company, they will have their own users like this. Welcome only common password. If you want to know the password on that day I told you, right? Do you remember? Password script. You take this password script. This is the script. Go to Toad. C Brown. Okay, password is welcome. Give some user. Your own user. No one is created other than operations. MU Muni. Okay. Correct, right? Password. Okay. This is the way it will give you the password script here. It's a common script. Anyone can use. Now that is approved. Check here. We have to go to summary. Photo is it? Okay, we have not approved. We have seen simply. I'll re-log in again, guys. C Brown, welcome. They need to click on approve here. Once it is approved, it will reflect automatically over there. It's up. To see the person name, same navigation. View action history. So C Brown logged into Oracle applications and he has approved the notification. Okay. So submitted by one person and approved by other person. To know here what is the limit for a stock or any other these type of people, clerks, those are all approval groups is there here. Okay. You can check somewhere here the navigation setup. Here approvals, approval groups. So I'm selecting here the manager. Okay, manager will have a limit is only $25,000. If it is crosses, it will be forwarded to other manager. Okay, click on this, you can see. This approval limit is stored into PO position controls. PO control rules is the table, and then there are other tables also here. Approval group information, PO control groups. There are various tables. So in process, when you get is because of limit here, amount limit. So clerk cannot invest more than $25,000. Okay, as per the company policy. Otherwise, they will invest the whole amount, right? Is that okay? Before creating a purchase order in this approval. So if you see in process status, what you need to do? You need to find out the application username and then approve that. This is the checkpoint you have to do. Now go to auto create. Purpose of auto create is it will copy the requisition information and it will create the PO. Okay. Purchase order is your decision is made now to buy the goods from one supplier. If you create like this, and if you enter information, this is called as a manual PO. So manually you are entering. You are not importing from any other source, or you are not importing from a requisition. Go to, there is option here, auto create. Click on auto create. There are some pre-populated values like buyer, ship to, and any other values. So you need to clear all this defaultly populated. That's a clear option. So you cannot see anything here. Now you can enter your requisition number. Find here. You have to verify your details clearly. Check this. We have two things here. One is manual, other one is automatic. You are purchasing only one time from this particular supplier. Okay, this particular supplier which you are selecting. If you want to make an agreement, okay, and if you want to get the goods repetitively every month or every week, then that's called a planned PO, planned purchase order. And you may not know whenever you are going to buy. I mean to say the delivery schedule is not known. So then at that time we may need to use another PO. See, another PO is what it is, blanket. Planned means it's scheduled every week, every month, fixed dates. That's called as a planned purchase order. Standard purchase order only one time or two times we can use this. Contract they have not mentioned here. Contract PO. We have 4 types of POs actually. Anyway, go with the standard PO, automatic. From this particular supplier only you are going to buy the goods. Select the supplier here. Like this. And where is this supplier located? If you make an agreement, you can enter agreement number here. US, create. And here there are 4 levels as I mentioned earlier. Select PO headers all. The next is PO lines all. Shipments, there is a PO line locations it is. You can see PO line locations. And one more final table is PO distribution. Your requisition number is mentioned in this more tab. Here is the place. This is a requisition number. On this requisition only, all the details are imported here. So definitely you need to remember one point here. That is link between requisition and purchase order. At which level they made a link here? Header level, is there any requisition? Line level, is there any requisition? No. So we have to see in, there is a distribution level, there is a requisition number. Obviously, distribution to distribution, we should make a join. For example, here, requisition distribution table is PO, REQ, your rec distribution solve. Okay. This is the distribution table. At PO side, what is the distribution table? PO distribution solve. Do you know the primary key of this particular table? Correct. Distribution ID. And here foreign key is REQ distribution ID. This is the join. REQ distribution ID. Just see in the ETRM. Is the table. Is there any consider? The join condition is REQ distribution ID. Okay. Go to the Excel sheet now. I hope you are okay with the join, correct? So two tables, one join. Equi-join it is. If we use the equality operator, it's a equi-join. Now requisition number is stored into which table? Header table or line table? Header table. So you need to type here header table also. PO requisition headers all. So is there any join between these two? No. Line table is really required. That is PO requisition line sort. First, you make a join these two. Whenever you are making a join here, header and line, obviously header ID, and line and distribution line ID. Requisition header ID is the join. And how about these two? Right, line ID. Requisition line ID. Overall here, how many tables? 4 tables. 4 minus 1, 3 joins. This is a 1 join, second join, third join. Now, what else required here? PO number is stored into. So there is a column here. Segment 1 column is required. Even PO number also segment 1 only. Now, PO lines are not needed. Okay. The reason is straight away there is a join in PO header solve. PO header ID is available into PO distribution solve. If you want, you can check here. Do you see here PO header ID, PO line ID, line location ID? With the distribution table, we can make a join with any other table. No need to use line ID, line location ID, intermediary. Directly we can use PO header ID. Now tell me the join between these two. No, not required, right? Correct. PO header ID. That's it. So this is how we can identify the join. Any confusion? First we are making a join between two distributions table. This is the join. Then later, this portion is really important because we are going to derive the requisition number. Requisition number is always available into header table. Header, there is no join between distribution and headers. Intermediary, there is one more required, that is lines table. Between these two, this join, and between these two, this is the line ID is the join. And here, PO distributions are to PO headers are PO header ID. Line ID, line location ID, these are all I am not using. The reason is we already found a join. Okay. So overall, how many tables is required? 5, right? 3 equation table and then 2 PO tables. 5 tables required. Link between equation and PO means 3 equation tables, 2 PO tables. 5 tables, 4 joins required. So shall we develop quickly? Whenever you are making a relationship, so first at distribution level we have to do that. I'm expecting join from you. One minute. Yeah, tell me the join. First requisition will come or PO will come? Requisition, right? And then you need to take a primary key from a requisition table. So PRDA it is, not HA. PRDA dot primary key of this table. Requisition? Yes. Yeah, now tell me. Primary key, if you are taking one table, either primary or foreign, no much confusion. Right, exactly. Is equivalent to PDA dot no. That's what I shown you here. You have to use REQ distribution ID. Okay. Now I need requisition number. So what I need to do here? PO requisition line sol is required. Yeah, header sol is the number. PO requisition header sol PRHA. So 2 tables have added, 2 joins required. So between these two, no, because we are talking about only line sol table and distribution tall table. Right. PRLA dot requisition నెక్స్ట్ ఒకసారి పలకండి ఏమైతుంది రాలిపోతాయి ముత్యాలు రిక్విజిషన్ నేను లేనప్పుడు ఎన్ని మాట్లాడుతాను సీసీ కెమెరా అన్ని వినపడతాంటాయి నాకు తెలుసా నౌ ఎనీ అదర్ జాయిన్ బిట్వీన్ దీస్ టూ ఓకే PRLA dot right exactly requisition header ID. Now here is the place PRHA dot segment 1. Yes, this is important. Send number PHA dot. You may need to type like this with this speed. Okay, practice is important. Go to 6848, right? One table is missed, correct? What is that? PO, PHA we have not added actually, correct? So add that PO header sol PHA. That's it. Why these many POs? So somewhere one join is missed, correct? One join we have not added purposefully. This is called as a cross product. If join is missed, you will see a number of records. The join is what it is. I have added here PO headers all, but I have not made a join between PO distributions all and PO headers all. Okay. That's it. This is a query. You understood this Excel sheet, right? Same way. Same whatever I told you here, I represented in the form of query. Okay, 3 requisition tables, all I have used. Between these two header ID, between these two line ID, and between these two distribution ID and rec distribution ID. Why all these requeries? We may need to retrieve in the form of report builder or XML publisher. Your major work is, or half of the work is reporting only. Okay. If someone asks you what is the join between requisition and purchase order, you can tell this highlighted portion only. You have to say from PO distribution solve REQ distribution ID, from PO requisition distribution ID. These are all not needed to tell straight away. Just highlighted one you have to say. Okay. It's important question also. Now another point here is there is a status field here. Status. The PO headers lines shipments is there, right? The shipments there is a status field. Purchase order quantity is 25 and then received quantity. Out of 25 we may receive sometimes 20 only or 10 only due to the lack of stock, or they will cancel, or you cancel it. If you find any damaged goods, you will cancel this, and the supplier will send you a bill, that's invoice, that's billed quantity here. This is the way we can easily identify here. In the production support environment, users will raise an error saying that my purchase order total and invoice total is not matching. Why? You have to come here. You need to check how much ordered quantity, received quantity, cancelled quantity, like that. Okay. So the table also we can see that is PO line locations table. And here there is a matching option here. Matching. This is a matching. 2-way, 3-way, 4-way. Only we have fixed. By default, it is a 2-way. What it means here is you are raising a purchase order quantity is 25, as you said just before. Okay, this is a PO quantity. And out of 25, you received all the 25. Then here invoice quantity will be there. These two we are matching. Okay, 25 PO quantity, 25 invoice quantity. Only two matching and comparing. That comes under here is 2-way. And 3-way is there here. 3-way. So why 3-way is required here is you are raising 25 quantity, but we received only, okay, we received only 10 quantity. And billing is, if they make bill for 25 quantity, then we should raise a question, correct? Because we have received only 10 quantity. So invoice quantity 10. So these three we are checking. PO, invoice, and receipt. If we check all these three, that's a 3-way. And 4-way. Yeah, 4-way is for inspection actually. Inspection here is all sensitive equipments. Anything, any electronic goods and all, we are checking inspected. Before delivering or at the time of receiving it, we have to check whether properly received or not. If we check inspection also, that comes under here 4-way. So 25 is the PO quantity. We received 10, of course. All 10 we have to inspect it and bill also 10 only. So we are comparing here now 4. That's why it is a 4-way. How can you know whether it is a 2-way, 3-way, 4-way? Here application okay, because it's clearly stating, but in the back end we need to derive. In the back end there is a table here that is PO line locations table. Okay, I'm adding PO line locations here. Now there are 2 flags in this. Dot receipt required. Check here. Okay, I'll just query this better. Inspection required is a flag. Yeah, same thing is highlighted. There is one flag here, inspection required. And one more column that is receipt required. Okay, flag means just checkbox, yes or no kind of thing it is. Okay. Now tell me by saying it, is a 2-way, 3-way, 4-way? Inspection required, not checking. Go to the Excel sheet. So we are not checking here. Correct? And in the same way, receipt required. That we are checking. These two this is not checking here. And this one we are checking means obviously it is 3-way. That's it. Based on the flag only we can come to know. Inspection required and receipt required.
You take invoice.
Yeah. So invoice, now the identifier is only these two. Receipt required flag and inspection required flag, not for invoice. By default, it will be two-way only. Okay, invoice will check for all the things. That's why they have not selected here. There is no separate column for invoice. Okay. Okay, what is the topic now we discussed? That is match approval. Match approval option. We have 2-way, 3-way, 4-way. What is meant by 4-way? Inspection also will be there additionally. And 3-way is that is receipt. 2-way is only PO and invoice. But if you don't take anything, it will take it as a 2-way only. And in which table we can find out this all information, that is right. There are 2 flags. What are they? Receipt required. Required flag. Flag is yes or no. That's it. So after creating a PO, there are 2 additional points we discussed. One is link between requisition and PO. Other one is match approval options. Okay.
So cancelled means what?
Cancelled means like right.
25 will be
Yeah.
25 is there. Any 25 will be cancelled.
Correct. If you cancel it, then there is a status column is there right here. Their status. It will be updated here. Okay. So just come to the front end application in the status. You can see here how much you raised a PO, how much we cancelled, received, billed, all 4. So this is a good thing actually to verify quickly. Yeah, bill it is at that after creating invoice. So we'll come back to this point here after creating a receipt once, after creating an invoice once. Take this PO. Here also summary we can use to identify the status. Here also same problem will come, right? Like in process. Same Brown has to approve it. If I ask you how many statuses you have seen as of now, action statuses. Earlier also we have seen something, right? Cancelled, forwarded, submitted, approved, like that. Those are all we can see. Log in, log out, and log in again. You better take lower amounts. Earlier it has accepted a multi-login actually. So now we need to log out and log in again. The next step here is receipt here. Receipt. Purchase or receipt. See, all these concepts are already covered in drop shipment back to back, correct? Go to PO, receipt here. Navigations, you know already. Receiving and receipts. Here, V1. M1 is you have seen in internal sales order. Here, V1 only. Here is the place. Then sub-inventory code. You may get some tolerance related. Tolerance. Has given a receipt number here. Okay. Once you create a receipt here, it will submit one program already, that is receiving transaction processor. And another one is pay on receipt auto invoice. So for every supplier, you may not see this is triggered automatically. There is a setup required for this. Pay on receipt is a setup actually. So I'll show you that setup. Go to payables. And here is the place. Suppliers. Then entry or inquiry. We have selected a supplier here, that is Advantage Corp, right? Can go. Advantage Corp. click on update here and go to site level here. In the site level, there is an option here, pay on receipt. If you don't select this option, by default, it will be like this. So if pay on receipt is not working for your supplier, you have to change this setup. Okay. So as soon as you create a receipt, immediately it will call that. Got it? I'll show you again. Navigation is this one in the under the payables. Customers you can see into receivable, and suppliers you can see into payable, because we are making a payment to the suppliers. We are purchasing from them. So click on suppliers, entry. You come down here. Whatever the supplier you took in the purchase order, that we have to enter. That is Advantage Corp. In this level, pay on receipt we have to take. Is that okay? Because of this only, your program is calling automatically. If you go to view request, this pay on receipt followed by payables open interface import also. If you click on view output, it is giving a requisition number, invoice number automatically. Take this invoice. After receipt, next step is invoice. Receipt tables we have not noted down. You are aware, I know, correct? Do you remember receipt tables? RCV, not practice ISO. And one more is RCV transactions. These are other three tables. The transaction table we can identify. There are various transaction types. These are all. If any damaged goods are there, we can do a return it, return to vendor. And if you are transferring to other sub inventory, initially we have to receive it and then accept it and deliver to other warehouse. If something goes wrong in the quantity, we'll correct that and we'll reject straight away also. These are all the various transaction types. Okay, just I'm showing you, this is important. Now, one more point also we can see here. Before the invoice, one more point, that is link between PO and PO receipt. Table level joins. Okay. If I want to display PO number and receipt number is always stored into RCV shipment headers, but the join is at line level only, not at header level. So these two we need to use at receipt side. At PO side, PO headers are enough. Three tables we have to combine. Okay, I'll just show you right away. RCV shipment headers, where receipt number I noted down somewhere. This is the receipt number. Okay. RSH. RCV means receiving it is shipment. RSL. Join condition. Yes, yes. Primary key equivalent to RSL dot. Same only. And I need a PO number. There is a PO. resolve PHA. PHA dot primary key, PO header ID, and header level there is no PO information. Header we have to use line level only. PO header ID. Receipt now. That's it. Okay. On top of this particular PO, we created a receipt that is 9151. The join condition we made at here is line level from RCV shipment lines and PO headers, that's a PO header ID. And between these two, already I made that is shipment header ID. Okay. So as of now, how many links queries we derived? Link queries. First query is what it is. Join between requisition and then PO that highlighted. And now next is join between PO and one more is receipt. So this is the query. Sorry. Okay. Not that one. We need to tell this join. Okay. And what are the various transaction types you found? Return to vendor, return to receiving, where you can see in that which table? Distinct transaction type from RCV transactions. So all the operations we can do here only. Go to purchase order. Okay. Receiving. So if you want to return something, you can return the goods to the supplier. If you want to correct it, you can go with the, see, these are all end user job. We don't do, but we should know technically how many transaction types we have and how the status summary. Give the PO, or are there anything like that? 20 quantity we receive, right? This is for one particular purchase order. The order information, we can see everything. Whenever you have free time, you can go through all these options. Manage shipments here. These are all like between the dates, okay, and the freight carrier number they will give, and they will identify all the shipment information. Just receiving goods to our warehouse. Your receipt means receiving goods to our warehouse. So in the receipts, we need to remember 3 points. Okay. How to create a receipt, navigation. After creating a navigation, the tables are here is 3 tables. And third point is link between PO and receipts. And fourth point is here various transaction types. Will be able to answer me? Return to vendor. Any other? Corrected, rejected, approved, submitted. No, it seems. These are all. These three, these are all I'm saying. Okay. At least 2, 3, if you remember, that is well and good. I faced a number of times the questions that there is no, I'm focusing on this. These are all the various transaction types in your receipts. So we created an invoice here and take this invoice, go to payables, invoices, either entry or inquiry, both will work. Go to entry and F11. Your invoice number is already, make sure there should not any spaces front and back. Control F11. PO AP invoices all. Then AP invoice lines all. AP invoice distributions. And here is the place at distribution level. There is a PO number. Now, if you want to make a relation between PO and invoice, you have to combine at distribution only. Okay. Just typing a query now. 1 minute. So, shall I give lunch break now? After this query, I'll give. Okay. PO distribution solve, and then AP invoice. Obviously, whatever first comes, that's the primary key of this table. PO distribution ID. Exactly how to say. Okay. Not simply header ID, line ID, distribution ID. Exactly how to say. This is the job. Okay. And numbers always stored into headers table. I have to add the header table also. The header table is here. PO header solve. Okay. And in case of invoice number is stored into header level, correct? Here is the place. That is AP invoices all. The primary key of this particular table, mostly first it will appear. Okay. By mistake typed over there. 1 second. AIDA. Yeah, invoice ID right only, right? AIDA. This one, huh? Line number. This one. Tell me the line number. 29 number. Okay. PDA. I made same, right? Yes. Then అంతే కదా చేద్దాం వెయిట్ చేద్దాం. ఇక్కడ ఏం మిస్ అయింది చెప్పండి, ఒక్కటి చెప్పండి. ఇదా? అరే బాబు, నేను చేస్తా ఉన్నాను. ఇంతమంది చెప్తే కన్ఫ్యూజ్ కావా? సో ఫస్ట్ ఈ రెండు చేద్దాం. PDA, AIDA. Correct? That is over, right? Next, PO distribution solve and then PO header solve. Here is the place, correct? PO distribution solve, PO header ID. No. AIA dot అంతేనా? మళ్ళీ మిస్ అవుతున్నాం. ఇంతకుముందు ఏం మిస్ అయినా చెప్పండి. ఓరే బాబాయ్, ఐకి ఇంత చేస్తారా? That's it. So this is the way we can make a link between PO and invoice. Okay. So if I ask you join, you have to say only this join. Okay. PO distribution ID from PO distribution solve and PO distribution ID from AP invoice distribution solve. Okay. So links are very important. As of now, we discussed between requisition and PO, one thing, then PO and receipt. Just step by step, we are making a relationship here. Now next is PO and invoice. That's it. Okay. So after break, what we can do, there are so many things need to discuss, like how to derive this invoice statuses, how to derive accounted statuses. Then after that, we need to send it for approval. So here something is disabled, approval histories. There are other points needs to be discussed. After break, we can continue. Maybe 2 o'clock. Is it okay? 2 o'clock. If you're okay, 2 to 4, what we can do, we'll practice it, the P2P. Then 4 to 6, we can cover the rest of the topics. Whatever you say, I'm okay. Or 2 to 4 teaching, then 4 to 6 practice, up to you it is. 2 to 4 practice, is that okay? Same queries in the classroom. All has to practice at a time. Okay. Try to come by 2 o'clock. So today we can finish P2P.